Kendra and Holly Brunswick lead the Fort Recovery Indians in scoring, averaging 13.2 and 12.5 points per game, respectively. Together, they've led the Indians to a 16-2 mark this season. Tonight, they are here at the Celina Fieldhouse to take on the Bulldogs. It's girls high school hoops up next.
How amazing is fiber-to-the-home technology from Wabash Mutual? Consider this. The current line into your house can carry about 6 phone calls at a time. A single fiber line can carry more than 2.5 million calls. Yeah, that's even more than your teenage daughter can use. Barely. Get unprecedented speed and fidelity from your internet, phone, and TV. Plus, one affordable bundled bill at the end of each month. Want fiber to your home? Just call Wabash Mutual to your home. Visit wabash.com.
Hi, we're your sales staff here at Greevy Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Van Wert. We're kicking off great deals this football season on new Chrysler, Dodges, and Jeeps, and we urge you to come by and check out our playbook.
If you're considering a new vehicle, your timing couldn't be better. Greevy's is offering some of the best deals around on new Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge vehicles.
Check out our selection of the hottest products in the country. Stop in and score big now at Greevy Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, of Van Wert. At Greevy's, our reputation means a great deal.
Welcome to the Celina Fieldhouse for another edition of Game Face Ohio on Wabash Mutual Telephone, now going as just Wabash. Want to thank them for their support. We're excited about tonight's broadcast between the Fort Recovery Indians and the Celina Bulldogs. I'm Todd Utrip, joined here in the broadcast booth by my partner, James Smith. Looks to be a good one tonight, James, as we have little MAC versus WBL action.
Yeah, Todd, it should be a very exciting contest as both teams very focused. Both teams are very focused and ready to play, and both coaches seem very excited about tonight's contest.
Well, the starting lineups are being announced here at the Fieldhouse, so we'll run through the starting lineups as well. Here's a look at tonight's starters.
For Fort Recovery, Olivia Tin, Olivia Schwederman, Holly Brunswick, Nicole Dilworth, and Kendra Brunswick. For Celina, Kylie Bader, Lexi Mills, Mackenzie Richling, Amanda Hoying, and Liz Carr under Coach Brian Stetler.
Well, as the teams are going through their final preparations, we had a chance to talk with both coaches before tonight's game. We picked up some keys to the game. Well, let's take a look at that real quick, James.
For the Indians, Coach Ben talked about wanting to rebound, limit turnovers, and play with a bunch of defensive intensity. As for the Bulldogs, certainly defense would be a critical key, along with rebounding and as well limiting turnovers.
Rebounding and turnovers are always going to be keys to any game, obviously, as they are very important facets of the game. So that's obviously not a surprise tonight, but it'll be interesting to see how it plays out with these two squads here as Fort Recovery, currently the number 11 ranked team in the state. They're at 16-2 on the season. One of two teams in the MAC ranked in Division 4. So Celina with the basketball. Mackenzie Richling out front, needs some help. Now she'll find some help in Amanda Hoying. Hoying all the way across to Christine Toby. Her shot's no good, partially blocked. Holly Brunswick with the ball, now passes it over to Olivia Schwederman. Kendra passed it back to Holly. Of course, Kendra and Holly are sisters. Two siblings in a set of four. They have a sister. Ooh, a little bit of contact there as Nicole Dilworth falls down. They're a set of quads. Kendra and Holly have a sister that's also a manager on the team. They also have a brother. Kendra and Holly, the two leading scorers for the Indians. Olivia Tin down low with the basketball. Now she'll kick it back out front. Now she's wide open for three. Yes! Fort Recovery takes the early 3-0 lead here tonight. Now they're going to employ a little bit of a press and trap. Hoying for the jumper. It's going to be off the mark. Rebound comes down. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. Holly Brunswick did come down with it, had it stripped out of bounds. Last touched by Celina, so Fort Recovery will keep it.
Yeah, and Holly Brunswick, 2 rebounds there off the bat quickly, and certainly she's doing a good job of her positioning inside to be able to get those rebounds.
Ball knocked out of bounds, last touched by Mackenzie Richling, so Celina will reset it. Jumper's going to be no good. A rebound is going to come down. Number 22, Lexi Mills. Stolen away and then lost out of bounds. Olivia Schwederman making the nice steal. Fortunately not able to maintain it. Amanda Hoying to inbound the ball for the Lady Bulldogs. Long three-point shot on the way. It's going to be an air ball. It's going to be touched by Nicole Dilworth, so Celina will keep it. Lucky break for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and it's kind of, Nicole Dilworth kind of caught there in no man's land. Do I grab it? Do I let it go? And unfortunately went off her hand, so Celina will keep it. Pass there gets knocked away, and Celina able to recover. And a good take there by Mackenzie Richling as she's able to draw the foul. She'll go to the line.
Two free throws on the way. I misspoke a few moments ago when I mentioned a couple teams from the MAC being ranked in Division IV. Just meant to say a couple teams ranked out of the MAC. Of course, Fort Recovery ranked 11th in Division III, while Minster ranked 3 in Division IV. Celina inbound the ball. It's number 22, Lexi Mills. She gets it into Mackenzie Richling. She's going to be fouled.
It's going to be a first foul on Olivia Schwederman. It's going to be second team foul.
Celina gets it across the timeline. Nice pass to Mills. Shot off the glass and in. We have our first Amber Alert here at the field house tonight. Those of you not familiar with the scoreboard here at Celina Fieldhouse, it's one of the newer technologies. It changes colors based on who's leading, and when it's tied, both teams score as an amber. So they affectionately call it an Amber Alert here at the Fieldhouse. Pass that time by Richling is going to be nearly lost, but Celina able to keep it. Driving into the lane is Kylie Bader. Celina takes the 2-point lead.
Celina still staying in their 2-3 zone, trying to limit Fort Recovery from getting it right there where they just got it, right down the middle of the lane. It was a good take there by Holly Brunswick.
Holly deflects the pass, ends up getting retrieved by Olivia Tin. So here comes Holly Brunswick and the Indians. Olivia Tin from long range, no good. Rebounded by Liz Carr. Well, as we mentioned a while ago, Fort Recovery entering tonight's game 16-2, 7-1 in the MAC. Their lone loss in conference play came at the hands of Minster. The shot's no good. Fort Recovery gets the rebound. Fort Recovery and Minster played back on January 20th. 2-point win for Minster. Put back, it's going to be no good by Hoying. Rebound comes down to Holly Brunswick. Fort Recovery still has one big MAC contest left as shots up off the glass and in by Nicole Dilworth. Fort Recovery will play on Thursday against Delphus St. John's. Shot is good. Credit Kylie Bader with the bucket. Obviously that contest Thursday night in Fort Recovery against Delphus St. John's is going to be a tough one. Three-point basket is good by Kendra Brunswick. Delphus St. John's.
I was just going to say, Todd, sorry that Fort Recovery is playing a very, very tight man-to-man defense as they're limiting Celina's ability to attack the gaps and forcing him to shoot from the outside as that shot's off the mark.
Shot is no good by Liz Carr. Another opportunity for the Indians. Well, their last regular season contest, as I mentioned, will be Thursday against Delphus St. John's. It's at Fort Recovery. Will be a tough one as Delphus St. John's is currently 14-4. We're going to have a foul on the floor. Minster's lone league game will be against St. Henry. So unless there's a major shock or surprise there, at least based how things look on paper, Minster should get the win against St. Henry and wrap up the MAC league title.
We have a little bit of discussion there on the floor, Todd, between the officials of who the foul was on, and sorted out and made the correct calls. That's the second foul on Liz Carr.
Shot was no good by Kelly Neatfeld. Gets the rebound, puts it back up. So credit her with the hustle and the aggressiveness to stay with it. Here comes Celina. They got a little bit of numbers. Shot's going to be blocked by Neatfeld. Rebounded though. Well, it will come down to the Indians. Nice hustle by Fort Recovery. Thrown away, picked up by number 20, Taylor Ginrich. And pass is going to be over the head of Amanda Hoying. A couple more substitutions for Celina. Dilworth bringing it down this time, passes it to Kendra Brunswick. Kendra gets it back over to Kylie Kalig. Kylie drives baseline, kicks it out. They pass it around. Jumper on the way by Kelly Neatfeld is no good. Rebounded by Beth Holman. Jumper from 18 feet is good. Mackenzie Welker with the bucket.
It's Mackenzie's first field goal of the contest.
12-9 our score. The visiting Indians in the lead. Shot's no good, and it's going to be picked up by Taylor Ginrich. She'll take it all the way down, put the layup up, but it's going to be no good. It's going to be rebounded by Nicole Dilworth. And we're going to have a traveling violation called out front on Kendra Brunswick. A couple substitutions coming back into the ball game for Fort Recovery. It's Olivia Schruderman and Holly Brunswick. Taylor Ginrich gets it to Christine Toby. She'll drive in lane, put the shot up. She's fouled and one. Here's another look at Christine Toby cutting through the defenders. Puts the shot up. Contact is made. Bucket goes. And we just missed it, but she did make the free throw, so we're all tied 12-12. Brunswick passing down to the weak side to Kelly Neefeld for two.
Good penetration, and Celina unable to, when the help come over, unable to react quick enough, and pass in there for the easy layup as we get a turnover. Celina.
Time running out, shot by Schwieterman on the way, and it's good! Three-point basket by Olivia Schwieterman. And that buzzer sounds the end of our first quarter here at the Fieldhouse. Fort Recovery 17, Celina 12. We'll be right back.
It's your special day. Remember it forever with Premier Event Concepts, professional event and video production. Let us tell your love story.
An exciting first quarter finished with a three-point basket by Olivia Schwieterman. Gives the Fort Recovery Indians a 17-12 lead going into the second quarter.
Yeah, Todd, and certainly Olivia Schwieterman hit 2 threes there, hit one there at the end of the quarter to extend the advantage up to 5 where it is now. But we talked both teams wanting to limit turnovers, as that really hasn't been too much of a factor with 4 for Recovery and 3 for Celina. Rebounding has been about even, so we are where we're at right now, an evenly played game up to this point.
Recovery looking to add to their lead. Olivia 10 kicks it back to Schwieterman for 3 more. Write it down.
Same spot she just hit the previous one, so that must be her favorite spot.
Absolutely. Celina needs to answer. Now they trail by 8. Christine Toby driving down lane, shots no good. Ball quickly kicked down the floor. 3-point shot, no good. Kylie Collig taking the shot. Christine Toby with the basketball. Welker's pass. Luckily, recovered by the Bulldogs. Taylor Ginrich gets it to Welker. Brings it over to Toby. And we're going to have a pass and a foul. Beth Homan receiving the pass and receiving the brunt of the contact as she gets knocked to the floor. Beth Homan, 6-foot sophomore. And with that, Beth promptly takes a seat. There's a couple substitutions come back in for Celina. Liz Carr with the basketball. Drives in the lane. The shot's going to be no good. They're going to call the foul. And I believe that'll be Holly Brunswick.
That's Holly's second foul, so we'll see how Coach Ben handles this as we're just over a minute into the second quarter.
Coach Ben not real happy with that call. He asked for some clarification from the official. Christine Toby inbounding the ball to Liz Carr under the bucket. Easy two for Celina. That's what they needed.
Yeah, it sort of stops the bleeding, so to speak, as Fort Recovery was able to rattle off a 8-0 run there in the last minute of the quarter.
Stolen away by Mackenzie Walker, then she loses it. Nice pass. Emily Bin, Kelly Neatfeld. Shot by Liz Carr is no good, but she's fouled again. Kendra Brunswick and Kelly Neefeld hooking up on that last bucket for Fort Recovery.
Yeah, and that's, the second or third time that Fort Recovery has been able to dribble penetrate from the wings. Help has come over defensively as Liz Carr's first free throw attempt is up and good. Help comes from the post players inside. They don't have anybody on the backside to rotate down for that help. And thus leads to a layup for Fort Recovery.
Second free throw is short. It's going to be recovered. Actually, it's going to be a held ball. So in the alternating possession, it'll stay down here with Celina. Christine Toby to inbound the ball for the Bulldogs. Liz Carr, shot's no good. Put back is good. 22-17. Celina starting to inch back into this game a little bit. Three-point shot by Schwederman is going to be no good this time. Rebound and put back by Neefeld. She's fouled. She'll go to the line shooting 2.
Line of foul going to be on number 22, Lexi Mills. That's going to be her first. It's going to be team foul number 3.
Kelly Neetfeld's free throw is going to be short. 22-17 is our score here at the Fieldhouse and Dean White Court. If you're not familiar with the history of Celina basketball, Dean White, of course, a longtime boys coach, or maybe I shouldn't say longtime coach, but coach for 10 years for the Bulldogs, led them to some of their most successful years in the 60s and 70s. Hence, they've named the court here Dean White Court. Stolen away by Kendra Brunswick. Now she's going to be looking for some help. She finds Kelly Neetfeld. Now they'll reset. Brunswick for 3. Shot's no good. Reddick and Cole Dilworth with the offensive rebound and the putback. Now we're going to have a traveling violation on Mackenzie Richling. The ball will go back to Fort Recovery. Checking into the game for Celina is number 12, Kylie Bader. Celina will take a timeout, so we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Game Face Ohio on Wabash.
Let Amy Holdgreave Photography capture those special moments with the ones you love. Visit our online gallery at amyholdgreave.com.
24-17 is our score. Fort Recovery, as you see, is in the lead. They have the rock against that zone defense. Ball is passed into Neetfeld. She kicks it back out. The Indians will now set it up. Olivia Tin was cutting across. Kendra Brunswick now calling out some instructions. She gets it back. Boying almost able to steal it away there a second ago. Olivia Tin, 4-3, yes! The lead is now 10 for the visiting Fort Recovery Indians.
It's Olivia Tin's first 3 points of the contest. She averages just under 10 per game for the season.
Shot is off the mark from Kylie Bader. Fort Recovery will take it over. I want to thank everybody for watching the broadcast on Wabash, channel 70, or on our website, gamefaceohio.com. In case you haven't heard, I'm not even sure if it's public knowledge yet, but Wabash Mutual Telephone is changing their name or their branding, as the putback is good that time from Kylie Collig. Known for quite a while as Wabash Mutual Telephone, they're changing their name and branding to Wabash. In fact, it's so new and recent, we don't even have all the changing done with our logo on on our screen there, as you see on the scoreboard. And of course, their commercial still says Wabash Mutual Telephone. But we wish them the best of luck with their changeover as they make all the changes. Olivia Tin, nice move, pulls up for the jumper off the glass and in. 2 more for Olivia Tin and the Indians. Be deflected, he'll be picked back up though by Lexi Mills. Timeout is going to be taken by the Celina Bulldogs. Brian Stetler to talk it over with his girls once again, so we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Game Face Ohio on Wabash.
Book your next getaway at tripsportstravel.com. Find great deals on cruises, flights, hotels, rental cars, everything you need for your dream vacation, right here at tripsportstravel.com. Tripsportstravel.com. Save more money.
Look at the teams in their huddles, getting ready to break the huddles as the Port Recovery Indians have built themselves a lead 31-17 here in the second quarter. Celina having a difficult time getting off some quality shots, having some difficulty just getting the ball down the floor at times.
Yeah, Port Recovery's done a good job with their defensive intensity, as that was one of the keys to the game. And certainly all the girls are playing good help defense as that shot is off the mark, and no rebound put back by Liz Carr. But just what I was finishing my point there, Port Recovery's been doing a good job defensively, and offensively they've been moving the ball well and moving well without the ball, helping each other out.
Shot by Brunswick, no good. She gets her own rebound. Driving down the right side of the lane, putting up a shot. It's no good as Kylie Collin. Now we're going to have a whistle and a foul. Going to the line to shoot 2 will be Abby Hulskamp. Here's another look at that last foul. You can see she's kind of swatted at from behind.
Abby Hulskamp goes to the line, 76% free throw shooter on the season.
It's pretty respectable free throw percentage. You get a look at Celina girls head coach a second ago, Brian Stetler. Now back to Abby. That free throw is good. For recovery, still putting on that press. Celina breaks it this time. Spinning into the lane, putting up the jumper, Beth Holman. Nice play by Beth. Beth, of course, younger sister to John Holman, who plays for the boys varsity team here in Celina. Nice bump fake, and then subsequent move by Kelly Neatfeld. Kelly having a good game tonight.
Yeah, she has 8 points thus far and well above her season average.
Celina looking to work it around to get a good shot. Amanda Hoying with the basketball. Beth Holman back to Hoying. Now to Mackenzie Richling. Into the corner to Kylie Bader for 3. Yes! That is just what Celina needed. Big three-point basket here as they try to control the damage. Now they need a stop on this end. Put back is also going to be no good. Beth Holman flexing her muscles with the rebound. Kylie Bader kicks it over to Hoying. She'll drive. She'll need some help. Now she gets it back to Holman. Back to Hoying. Down low for a nice shot by Elizabeth Laffin. Shot's off the mark. Here comes Fort Recovery. Long pass to Kylie Collick, unable to corral it. So Celina will take over. 56 seconds left here in our second quarter.
Todd being a 10-point deficit that Celina faces right now. A bucket and a stop here at the last minute of the second quarter, I think would go a long way in terms of confidence and momentum going into the break.
I would completely agree with that. Now we see Olivia Schmiederman picking up a personal as she went for the steal. Guilty of the reach-in.
It's going to be Olivia's second foul.
I'm a little confused why we're going to the line. That was the 7th team foul on Fort Recovery. Fort Recovery losing the ball to Richling, so here comes Celina with a chance to cut into that deficit. Now she loses it, ball's loose. She gets it to her teammate Bader. Now we're gonna have a foul called out front. It's gonna be personal foul called on number 32, Nicole Dilworth.
It's gonna be Nicole's second.
See Coach Ben just returning from the scores table trying to verify something.
Todd with now Fort Recovery now having 3 starters with a pair of fouls each. Certainly that'll be something that we'll see how this game unfolds, whether foul trouble becomes an issue for Fort Recovery.
Well, they have a 10-point lead, so they have a little bit of wiggle room, so to speak. Free throw's no good, rebounded by Olivia Tin. Here comes Kendra Brunswick. Plenty of time on the clock. Kendra needs some help. She finds Neatfeld, and she's going to be fouled by Beth Holman. You can see the pass.
Beth Holman just not there, just a step slow on rotating over, and Kelly Neatfeld able to draw the contact and go to the line.
Free throws up and in. Second one is good as well. The lead is up to 12. Celina can really use a bucket here in the closing seconds. Holman drives, puts up the shot. She's going to be guilty of the player control foul. So Fort Recovery now with a chance to do some damage here in the closing seconds.
Yeah, and just as we were talking about, you know, with 56 seconds to go, if Fort Recovery can get a bucket here, you know, certainly that will extend the lead even farther. This is going to be a very critical possession.
Time running out. Brunswick looking for the shot. She puts it up. It's going to be way off the mark. So we'll go to the break. Fort Recovery on top, 36-24.
How amazing is fiber to the home technology from Wabash Mutual? Consider this. The current line into your house can carry about 6 phone calls at a time. A single fiber line can carry more than 2.5 million calls. Yeah, that's even more than your teenage daughter can use. Barely. Get unprecedented speed and fidelity from your internet, phone, and TV. Plus, one affordable bundled bill at the end of each month. Want fiber to your home? Just call Wabash Mutual to your home. Visit wabash.com.
Hi, we're your sales staff here at Greevy Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Van Wert. We're kicking off great deals this football season on new Chrysler, Dodges, and Jeeps. And we urge you to come by and check out our playbook.
If you're considering a new vehicle, your timing couldn't be better. Greevy's is offering some of the best deals around on new Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge vehicles.
Check out our selection of the hottest products in the country. Stop in and score big now at Greevy Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge of Van Wert. At Greevy's, our reputation means a great deal.
GameFaceOhio.com is going mobile in a big way. GameFaceOhio.com, West Central Ohio's premier website for local high school sports, is creating the ultimate resource for up-to-the-minute scores, standings, schedules, and other vital information when you need to know, right where you are, instantly on your smartphone or computer. Imagine getting a constant flow of precise, up-to-date sports information with no waiting.
So no longer do you have to wait to get home to see the 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock news to catch a score, or sit and wait 15 to 20 minutes and listen to a radio station to get the latest scoreboard. Now you can jump right on your mobile phone, scroll down exactly what you want to find, boom, there it is.
But we need you to make it happen. Help get the word out on every sport at every school. If it's happening, we want to know about it. If you're there, you can let everyone know the status of your team in progress.
And that's why we are looking for people to join our team as mobile correspondents, to get those scores into the system so that everybody can benefit, everybody can have those scores instantly.
Being a mobile correspondent for GameFaceOhio.com is easy. All you need is a smartphone or a computer that you can access quickly from the game site. Just enter the address in your browser, enter the passcode, and log in. Click on the game you're reporting and enter updates as the action unfolds. The information you provide then goes straight to our scoreboard for everyone to see. To become one of our mobile correspondents, go to GameFaceOhio.com. Click on the link and fill out the online form. You'll be contacted by one of our staff and given a passcode. Then you're ready to start reporting.
GameFace Ohio is really meant to be a tool for everybody in Northwest Ohio when it comes to high school sports. The more people that get involved with our mobile correspondence program and submitting photos or videos or what have you, the more people that get involved, the better the community becomes.
GameFaceOhio.com is dedicated to providing fans with the most accurate and up-to-date coverage of local high school sports. With live play-by-play broadcasts of local sporting events, available for free online as well as on local cable television, updates on Twitter and Facebook, and now West Central Ohio's most up-to-the-minute results on our new GameFace Ohio mobile. Help make GameFaceOhio.com our region's most comprehensive, instantaneous source for local high school sports. It's your special day. Remember it forever with Premier Event Concepts, professional event and video production. Let us tell your love story.
The Ohio High School Athletic Association is a voluntary, nonprofit association of more than 830 public and private high schools and approximately 850 7th and 8th grade schools.
Member schools vote on rules and regulations pertaining to eligibility, scholarship, and many other issues.
Sometimes we have to make tough decisions to enforce the rules, but that's just part of all the things the OHSAA does to make sure Ohio school sports are fair, safe, and fun for everyone.
Welcome back to the Celina Fieldhouse, where the Bulldogs are trailing at half, 36-24 to the Fort Recovery Indians. After one, Fort Recovery led 17-12. They extended their lead in the second half, went in the quarter 19-12 to put us at 36-24 here at the break. James, what are you seeing out here with these two teams? What does Celina need to do to get back into this game?
Well, first and foremost, is with being a 12-point deficit, they got to make some stops at defensive end. Fort Recovery's done a good job in the first half of dribble penetration. And then when the post players come and help, there has not been good drop side or good backside rotation and good backside help defense with Celina. So that one extra pass has proved very important for Fort Recovery, as they've been able to get a couple easy layups inside with the lack of backside rotation defensively for Celina. So that's something I'm sure Coach Stetler will address at halftime.
And now let's take a look at some of the stats from the first half.
As far as team stats go, turnovers, Celina 8, Fort Recovery 6. That's barely even. Rebounding, Fort Recovery has a 15-10 lead in terms of rebounding. Total team fouls are 7 apiece. As far as team scoring goes for Fort Recovery, Olivia 10 with 5. Olivia Schwederman with 9 with 3 threes. Holly Brunswick with 2, Nicole Dilworth with 4, Kendra Brunswick 3, Kylie Collig with 2, Abby Hulskamp with 1, and Kelly Neatfeld with 10 points off the bench. For Celina, Kylie Bader with 7, Lexi Mills with 2, Mackenzie Richling with 1, Liz Carr with 7, Mackenzie Welker with 2, Christine Toby with 3, and Beth Homan with 2 points to round out the scoring for Celina.
And I think sometimes when you look at the stat sheet, you can see some obvious things. One of the things that jumps out to me when you went through those scoring numbers, the play tonight of Kelly Neatfeld off the bench, contributing 10 points so far in the first 2 quarters. She's working very hard. She's really been a difference maker, getting some putbacks and making some nice moves down low to get open.
Yeah, she's done a good job. She has 3 rebounds, and all 3 of them have been at the offensive end, which, that's 3 more chances for a shot, 3 more possessions for Fort Recovery. She's only averaging 6.5 points a game, so for her to have 10 first-half points is certainly what Coach Ben, above and beyond what he could ask for.
Let's take a look now at some of our highlights from the first half. Early on, the ball was passed over to Olivia Tin for 3, which she promptly drained. And Kendra Brunswick getting in on the 3-point action. She gets a nice pass from her sister. Shot, nothing but net. And here we'll see another jumper by Neatfeld, but she misses. Like we talked about, she fought for the rebound, put it back up and in. Then on the other end, here's a nice, we'll call it an 18-footer by Welker for Celina, Mackenzie Welker. But like a lot of our highlights, a lot of the scoring was on the other end by Kelly Neatfeld. You could give the assist to Brunswick there. Then Beth Holman, nice little spin move into the lane for the Celina Bulldogs. 36-24 our score at the break. We'll take another break and hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back with the third quarter. You're watching Game Face Ohio on Wabash.
How amazing is fiber to the home technology from Wabash Mutual? Consider this. The current line into your house can carry about 6 phone calls at a time. A single fiber line can carry more than 2.5 million calls. Yeah, that's even more than your teenage daughter can use. Barely. Get unprecedented speed and fidelity from your internet, phone, and TV. Plus, one affordable bundled bill at the end of each month. Want fiber to your home? Just call Wabash Mutual to your home. Visit wabash.com.
It's your special day. Remember it forever with Premier Event Concepts, professional event and video production. Let us tell your love story.
Welcome back to the Celina Fieldhouse, where the Fort Recovery Indians are on top by 12. Fort Recovery, as I've mentioned, technically ranked 11th in Division III, and you can see why, as they've been putting on a nice performance here tonight against the Celina Bulldogs. Celina entering tonight's game 10-8, in case you're wondering. 4-4 in WBL play. A lot of tough teams this year in the WBL, as always. St. Mary's having a fantastic season. Lima Bath is always tough. And Celina actually has Lima Bath coming up on Thursday.
Yeah, and we had talked a little bit, having a chance to sit down with both coaches beforehand. We talked a little bit about just who's been doing well with Shawnee and Lima Bath and St. Mary's, as you mentioned. But these teams also that are the 10-8, Celina, and some of the other teams, Wapak, right in the middle of WBL at any given night can beat any given team. That's how well balanced the WBL is this year.
The officials now getting things squared away. Should be Fort Recovery basketball, and it will be. St. Mary's in control of the race for the title in the WBL. Now they're going to flip it, and they're going to give it to Celina here to start the third quarter. St. Mary's 16-2 and 8-0 in conference play this year. Ball is going to be inbounded safely. Kylie Bader will bring it down the floor. She's going to have it stolen away by Olivia Schwieterman. She'll launch the three, but she's rejected by Kylie Bader. Bader lost it, and then she says, take that.
Yeah, good recovery on her part to be able to, block that shot out of bounds.
Shot up off the glass, no good by Schwieterman. Olivia Tin, though, with the rebound, and Fort Recovery will reset. Kendra Brunswick driving down the left side, kicks it back out to Tin for three. It's going to be way off the mark, and we're going to have a foul on number 32, Nicole Dilworth, as she reached around trying to grab the rebound.
As we talked about, Todd, both at halftime and there towards the end of the second quarter, that's Nicole Dilworth's third foul. And, we talked about a little bit of foul trouble with Fort Recovery, so we'll see how Coach Ben handles that and addresses that with the rest of the girls on the floor.
Stolen away by Kendra Brunswick. Wide open look from the near side. That's 3 points from Taylor Ginrich. Correction, Kylie Collick. I'm trying to help Celina out up here. They trail now by 15. Mass substitution now coming in for Celina. 5 fresh bodies. Kenzie Welker out top, gets it over to Toby. She'll drive baseline, pull-up jumper. It's going to be short. It's going to be last touch by Fort Recovery. It'll stay right here. Shot up and good by Beth Homan.
Good inbounds play there by Celina as Beth Homan able to find a little seam there in the middle of the paint. Able to set herself right down there and make some space and be able to get the shot up and in for the easy layup.
Brunswick kicks it out to 10. She'll send it back to Brunswick. Cutting down the lane was number 12, Olivia Schwieterman. Shot won't fall. Hear a little bit of from the crowd there. Almost fell. There's a good look at the replay. So Olivia Schwieterman at the line now for the Indians.
Todd, we talked a little bit at halftime about the contributions from Kelly Neatfeld with 10 points off the bench. Olivia Schwieterman averages 4.5 points a game on the season, and that first free throw that she was able to convert on gave her double figures for the contest at 10 points.
Nice pass by Christine Toby over to her teammate, number 32, Elizabeth Laffin, for the easy bucket. So 40-28 is our score. Traveling violation on Brunswick. Well, if you're looking ahead to tournament time, you don't have to wait very long. Fort Recovery, the number 1 seed in their sectional, as there's another easy bucket for Laffin. The Fort Recovery Indians will play on February 26th versus the winner of Parkway and Sherwood Fairview. We're going to have a timeout taken by Fort Recovery. We'll just keep it right here. Fort Recovery again playing the winner of Parkway and Sherwood Fairview. Parkway and Fairview playing on February 22nd. These games, of course, being played at Van Wert High School. Should Fort Recovery be victorious in that sectional championship game, they'll move on to the Clyda District, where they'll play, or would play, March 3rd. Some of the teams that they could face at Clyda High School would be Patrick Henry, Delta, Swanton, or Tenora up out of the Defiance area. Tenora obviously having a good year as well. Traveling violation will be called on Olivia Schwederman.
Taught Coach Brian Stetler when he subbed 5 for 5 girls there with a minute into the third quarter. Those girls have knocked off already 4 points off that lead and seem to be playing with a lot more energy and a lot more intensity.
They do. They seem to be playing hard. And I think that was probably the point of that substitution, was to play hard and play aggressive.
Being that quick into the third quarter, absolutely.
3-point shots on the way. It's good. Credit Taylor Ginrich with the 3-point shot.
Taylor Ginrich shoots a respectable 31% from long distance on the season.
Shot no good that time by Holly Brunswick. Here come the Celina Bulldogs. Celina working it around the perimeter. Now there'll be a foul called on Olivia Schwederman.
It's going to be Olivia's third foul as well. It's going to be a second team foul here halfway through the third period. So the foul situation for Coach Ben is getting a little bit dicey over there, with now 2 girls with 3 fouls apiece.
Welker driving down the right side, shot's no good. Putback is no good. Welker will tie it up on that rebound, and it will go to Fort Recovery. And one of the interesting things that, as I think more about tournament action, the girls teams in the MAC are really split up this year, as far as to where they all play. Fort Recovery, and now we're going to have another turnover, go back to Celina. Fort Recovery and Parkway obviously can meet up. Coldwater's on the other side of the Van Wert sectional, so they wouldn't have a chance to play Fort Recovery until the district finals at Celina. Looking a little bit further at some more of the teams in the MAC. Of course, you've got Delta St. John's playing in the Lima district. They open up at Parkway. They also have a bye. Shots off the mark, rebounded by Celina. Obviously, with Minster being Division 4 as opposed to Division 3, they'll be at the Van Wert district. Nice open lane, but missing the shot was Dilworth, so here comes Celina, still trying to cut into that 7-point deficit. Shot by Welker's off the mark, but Toby's right there for the rebound. Minster obviously getting the bye at the Van Wert district in the sectional that's taking place at Wapakoneta. They'll play the winner of Marion Local or Ridgemont. And now we're going to have some more substitutions, mass substitution, but not before the offensive fouls called on Celina.
That foul was on Beth Homan. That's going to be her third. So Coach Brian Stetler subs 5 for 5 again, the 5 original starters from the third period. So we'll see what the intensity and the defensive pressure, how that holds up here against Fort Recovery.
There's a shooting foul, so Brunswick will go to the line, shooting 2. And just to close my point there about some of the tournament draw data, probably the biggest congestion with MAC teams on the girls' side. St. Henry will face off against New Bremen at Walpock on February 22nd. The winner plays New Knoxville. So 3 teams kind of bottlenecked right there. But really, other than that, the rest of them spread out fairly well.
Brunswick unable to connect on the second free throw attempt. She's averaging over 13 points a game, and thus far, Celina's held her to just 4. That's part of what's keeping them in the game at this point.
Celina gets it in. Shot up in off the glass by number 34, Liz Carr. Traveling violation called on Kylie Collig. If you're looking at the boys' side of things for Fort Recovery, they will start their tournament action on the 2nd of March. Celina took it down low at the hands of Kylie Bader, but then they'll kick it back out. Stolen away by the Indians. Shots off the glass and in. Fort Recovery boys will start on March 2nd against Waynesfield Goshen. That game will be played at Coldwater High School as part of the Walpole District. A foul called, so Celina will take it out of bounds. Game Face Ohio and Wabash will have that game for you. So if you are a Fort Recovery fan, be advised you can catch that game on March 2nd at 10:30 p.m. on Wabash Channel 70. You'll be able to watch it on the 3rd and for 2 weeks after that on our website, GameFaceOhio.com, in our media archive section. It's on demand and free, so you can watch it anytime at no cost. Stolen away by Nicole Dilworth. Here come the Indians. Three-point shot from long range is no good by Holly Brunswick. Lexi Mills comes up with it. She goes to the other end. Has it stripped by Olivia Tin, but will stay here with Celina.
Good hustle all around. Good hustle on the loose ball there by Welker, and good hustle there getting back by 10. Amanda Hoying unable to handle the inbounds pass, so it'll go back to Fort Recovery. We're looking at tournament action for the Celina Bulldogs as we see Holly Brunswick drive down the line. Shot's no good. Carr with the rebound. The Celina Bulldogs will open up on the 23rd of February. Bader with the rebound. They'll play at Spencerville High School at 8 p.m. versus Wapakoneta. Once again, Game Face Ohio and Wabash will be there to film the game for you. So Celina fans and residents can watch it on February 23rd at 10:30 p.m. on Wabash Channel 70. Of course, this broadcast, as well as all of our upcoming broadcasts on Wabash Channel 70, part of the new access channel that Wabash recently added to provide local content for their customers. Celina trying to do the right thing, working around, get some good passes, but just making some poor decisions. Yeah, that's what we've talked about beforehand with what Celina needs to do defensively. As you can see, the last couple turnovers there by Celina, where that backside guard has dropped down, Todd, and able to get the turnover.
So Kelly Neatfeld picking up the personal foul on the rebound. And Coach Ben making a quick substitution. Olivia Schwederman taking a seat as Kylie Collig coming back into the game. And Olivia Tin being instructed that she can't wear a bracelet. Looked like she had a bracelet there on her forearm or on her wrist. Official spotted it, so required her to remove it. Under 30 seconds to go here. Celina with the basketball in the third quarter. Three-point shot on the way. Shot's no good. And we're going to have another tie-up. It's going to go to Fort Recovery. They'll have the basketball with 12 seconds left here in our third quarter. Fort Recovery also has the 8-point lead. bench. Clock now ticking under 10 seconds. Cole Dilworth kicks it out to Brunswick. She drives, puts it up off the glass and in. Time running out, long pass. There's the buzzer, and that's the end of our third quarter. Fort Recovery on top by 10, 45-35. We'll take a break and be back with our fourth quarter.
Book your next getaway at tripsportstravel.com. Find great deals on cruises, flights, hotels, rental cars, everything you need for your dream vacation, right here at tripsportstravel.com. Tripsportstravel.com. Save more money.
Recovery 45, Celina 35, getting ready for our fourth quarter here at the Celina Fieldhouse and Dean White Court. Once again, just want to remind our Celina viewers, we will be on hand to film the girls' first tournament game on February 23rd versus Wapakoneta, taking place at Spencerville High School. Should Celina win that contest, they would play on Saturday the 26th versus the winner of Ottawa-Glandorf and St. Mary's. It'll be Celina basketball coming out of the break. Welker looking for help. She gets it in to Toby. She'll be called for the traveling violation. You know, looking at the boys' side in regards to Celina and the WBL, the Celina Bulldogs having a great year. Have a chance right now to compete for the conference title. They received a bye in their tournament drawing. Three-point shot on the way, no good, rebounded by Taylor Ginrich. Celina playing in the Division II district at Ohio Northern. The sectional that they are playing in is at Lima Senior. Again, they have the bye, so they will play the winner of St. Mary's and Wapakoneta. Those two teams will face off on March 1st at Lima Senior. So who wins that game will face off against Celina again on March 4th at 8 o'clock at Lima Senior. Up on 7 minutes to go in the game. Celina trails by 10. They need to get going. They need to start playing with a little bit more of a sense of urgency.
Yeah, Todd, it looks, you know, Fort Recovery is working the ball around out on the perimeter, looking to burn a little bit of clock here.
Kendra Brunswick drives down the lane, pulls up for the jumper. Shot's going to bounce over the front of the iron and in. Lead is back to 12 for the Indians. Celina finds wide open on the backside, Beth Holman. And Celina quickly takes a timeout. It's a full timeout, but we'll keep it right here. One other item that I want to talk about. We want to pass on some unfortunate news for some residents of Celina. Last Saturday, the Eichler family sustained a fire at the residence, and it was a total loss. Steve and Katie Eichler family. They've got five kids in their family. One of their sons, a varsity ball boy. And a lot of the folks here in the Celina community working hard to raise some money to help support their family.
Yeah, and it's a great thing that the community is doing to help raise some finances, help raise some different goods. You know, we don't sometimes think of you know, things that they would need in a situation like that, but you know, it's great to see the community coming out and supporting one of their own.
And Katie, as you just mentioned, one of their own, was a former player here at Celina High School, and I believe she was a coach as well.
Yeah, she back in the 90s was a junior high girls coach, you know, and really did a lot. And, you know, really did a lot to develop the girls when they were junior high. Also, currently teaches over at West Elementary Building here as part of the Celina School District.
We obviously wish nothing but the best for the Eichler family as they go through what must certainly be a difficult time, and it makes you realize sometimes that sometimes there's things that are a lot more important than sports.
Yeah, certainly it goes to show very quickly what's important and what things truly matter.
As I understand it, the principal here at Celina High School put on a challenge to, was it to the boys team or just the students in general?
Well, I had a chance to talk with high school principal Jason Lupke a little bit during a JV game, and he's put out a challenge to the entire high school that if by this Friday the student high school can raise up to $3,000, he will shave his head that Friday after school.
I bet they're going to be working really hard this week to raise that money.
Yeah, it's something fun for the kids and
obviously for a good cause.
Yeah,
get some to help out the Eichler family. You must have obviously helped somebody out like that yourself recently.
Yeah, I had
recently shaved your head.
I had the benefit, I guess you could say, of coming to tonight's contest as my haircut rivals that of a shorter haircut, I like to say, Todd.
All right. I'll let you off the hook with that. 39-49 our score, 4:46, left on the clock here at the Fieldhouse.
It's just easier to maintain my hair when you don't have any.
Fort Recovery to inbound the ball with the 10-point lead. That's Kendra Brunswick looking for help. She finds 10. They kick it around the perimeter. It's Olivia Schwederman now. She'll drive in lane, then kick it out to the other Olivia 10. Timeout taken by Fort Recovery as Nicole Dilworth got herself into a double team, a trap situation. We'll take a timeout as well. 49-39 our score. Fort Recovery on top. We'll be right back.
Hi, we're your sales staff here at Greevy Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Van Wert. We're kicking off great deals this football season on new Chrysler, Dodges, and Jeeps. And we urge you to come by and check out our playbook.
If you're considering a new vehicle, your timing couldn't be better. Greevy's is offering some of the best deals around on new Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge vehicles.
Check out our selection of the hottest products in the country. Stop in and score big now at Greevy Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge of Van Wert. At Greevy's, our reputation means a great deal.
We're back to live action. Mackenzie Welker off the steal, gets the layup there that you see. Nearly stolen away. We're going to have a foul, though, called on Mackenzie Welker. Here's a look on the inbounds pass while we're coming back from the break. And Welker steals it away. And then there's the bucket. While we were trying to catch you up on that, they put the ball back in play, and quickly was another foul called. So here we go, 4:17 left on the clock. Fort Recovery on top by 8, 49-41. Here comes the trap, and they're going to call a foul on Mackenzie Welker. She wasn't real happy about that. I think she was a lot closer to getting teed up there than she realized, though.
Yeah, you got to be able to keep your composure in good situations and in bad situations. Try to keep that even keel, and you know, the foul was made as the correct call. Send Kendra Brunswick to the line.
Free throw is good. Lead is back to 9. Second one is up quickly, will not fall. Mackenzie Richling with the basketball will bring it down. Passes down low, easy bucket for Elizabeth Laffin. Laffin having a really good second half. Pass off the hand of Olivia Schwederman. Celina gets it back. Amanda Hoying coming into the game. If you're a Celina fan, what would a three-pointer do for you right now?
Well, if anything, you know, being a 7-point deficit, just a hair under 4 minutes remaining, the momentum has kind of switched a little bit over to Celina here. And certainly a bucket here could go a long way in terms of them getting back into this.
Celina needs to get it in. They get it into Welker. She passes down low to Laffin. And it's going to be touched last by Fort Recovery. So Celina will keep it. Now Welker will inbound it from down low. Mackenzie Welker, the 5'7" junior, looking for help. And now 5 seconds is going to be called. Good defense by the Indians.
You know, that's you know, situations like that, you gotta find a way to get the ball in bounds. Certainly those are the turnovers if you're Coach Stetler you don't really like to see.
For Recovery looking to work it around, run some time off the clock. Brunswick will be called for a travel. Things are certainly going the way of Celina. They're getting their chances.
Just need to get a good possession here at the offensive end and good execution and get a bucket.
Mackenzie Richling being guarded by Kylie Collett. Richling, nice pass to Welker on the backside. Not able to finish. Putback is good, though, by Elizabeth Laffin. Dilworth will pass it out to Neatfeld, who puts up the jumper. It's going to be off the mark, and they're going to call the foul on Fort Recovery's Kylie Collett. Here's a look at that last basket. You see Laffin working hard, puts the shot up and in. That'll be the 7th foul as well.
Todd, you were just mentioning Elizabeth Laffin there with 10 points. All 10 of them coming here in the second half. Her average on the season is just under 3, so certainly she's doing a great job here for Coach Stetler here in the second half.
Well, it was Kelly Neatfeld for the Indians in the first half. Now it's Laffin for the Bulldogs in the second half. Some good play out of these two players here tonight. Ball's going to be stripped and stolen away, but then a traveling violation called on Brunswick. Fort Recovery fan base over here is awfully quiet.
Turnovers on both sides starting to mount up.
Celina needs a good look. Shot from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Brunswick. Over to her sister, Holly. Able to get there in time was Welker. She took a hard collision. Now she looks a little disoriented. Now she finds who she's supposed to be on. It's going to be stolen away by Celina. Quickly passed down low to Welker. Stripped and stolen away, though, by Fort Recovery. And now a foul will be called on number 25, Amanda Hoying. What a sequence of events. So Olivia Schwederman will now go to the line for the Indians.
She's 1 for 2 in tonight's contest, comes in at a 72% clip from the line.
Substitution for the Celina Bulldogs. Taylor Ginrich replacing Mackenzie Welker. 52-45. The lead is 7 for Fort Recovery. Nice pass to Hoying. She's going to be fouled. Like a lot of basketball on that, but nonetheless, the official on the baseline calls the foul, so Amanda Hoying will go to the line, shoot 2.
It's going to be Holly Brunswick's 3rd foul.
Shot gets a nice friendly roll and drops in for Hoying. Shots off the mark, rebounded by Holly Brunswick. Here come the Indians. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. Dilworth breaks free, kicks it out to Brunswick. She smartly kicks it back out to eat up some more clock. Celina's going to be forced to foul at some point here in the ballgame, as we're now under 2 minutes to go. Celina trails by 6. And there will be a kind of a body check. Foul will be on number 24, Mackenzie Richley. Beth Homan into the ball game now for Celina, replacing Elizabeth Laffin.
Great job there by Elizabeth Laffin. Great minutes for Coach Brian Stetler.
Shot is good by Kendra Brunswick. Celina needs an answer. They need it quickly. It's going to be stolen away by Nicole Dilworth. She finds her teammate on the other side. They're not going to be able to work together, and it'll be out of bounds. Handed over to Celina. So Celina with the basketball. 1:40 on the clock. They trail by 8. Kylie Bader with the basketball. Ginrich kicks it back to Hoying for 3. Yes! Timeout taken by Coach Brian Stetler. 54-49. It's down to 5. We'll take a short break and be back. You're watching Game Face Ohio on Wabash Channel 70.
How amazing is fiber to the home technology from Wabash Mutual? Consider this. The current line into your house can carry about 6 phone calls at a time. A single fiber line can carry more than 2.5 million calls. Yeah, that's even more than your teenage daughter can use. Barely. Get unprecedented speed and fidelity from your internet, phone, and TV. Plus, one affordable bundled bill at the end of each month. Want fiber to your home? Just call Wabash Mutual to your home. Visit wabash.com.
Recovery has been in control most of this game. They still are. They lead by 5, but Celina is making a late push. 54-49. Just under a minute and a half left to go in this contest. Kendra Brunswick will inbound the basketball for the Indians. And the timeout will be taken by the Indians. Coach Doug Benn called for the timeout. James, the lead is 5 for Fort Recovery. You just came out of a timeout. Everything looked to be pretty well set up. Celina really wasn't putting a big amount of pressure on the inbounds pass. What was the purpose of that timeout?
Well, if you're Coach Ben in that situation, you know, you're maybe expecting a full court man-to-man press, and Celina came out and looks like a little 3-quarter to a half court 1-2-2. Looks like they're going to trap out of that, so he just wanted to make sure his girls were all on the same page as far as what to expect and how to attack whatever pressure Celina's going to throw at him. So on the other hand, now if you're Coach Stetler, do you change it up? Throw him something a little, throw him a different look? Yeah, it's 6 in one, half a dozen in the other. You know, you can, you know, maybe this one possession, maybe go back to it another possession.
A little bit of chess play going on here.
Yeah, and you know, that's part of coaching, and that's part of having your girls prepared. So looks like Coach Stetler's going to change things up to a little 2-1-2.
And it is stolen away by Celina. They got a chance. It's stolen back, though, by the Indians. Ball's going to be loose on the floor. They're going to call a foul. I think they're going to call that on number 30 for Celina. and I'm correct, Katie Stahl, guilty of the personal. The visitors are in the double bonus, so they'll shoot 2 the rest of the way. Olivia Tin on the line now for Fort Recovery.
She comes in as her first trip to the line tonight, comes in at a 63% clip on the season from the charity stripe. You know, on that same token, Todd, at this point, she's able to convert on the second one. If you're Celina defensively, you know, what girls to foul? You know, that could be something we take a look at here as last minute unfolds.
Bader drives baseline. Now she needs help. She finds Hoying. 4-3. Yes! Timeout taken by the Celina Bulldogs. Coach Stettler doesn't know if he's got a 30 or a full, so they'll go check it. It's a 30. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. The lead is only 3 as we get another look at this three-point shot by Amanda Hoying. Nice pass from Bader back out to her, up and in.
Amanda Hoying the last couple possessions has hit 2 successive threes to keep the Bulldogs close. More importantly, that timeout for Celina, their last timeout of the contest. So Coach Stettler, I'm very sure, getting that point across to his girls.
For Recovery, leading by 3. Celina kind of has a choice now whether they want to foul or just play some really nice, solid defense in the hopes of getting a turnover. Nearly forced one right there. Dilworth almost traveled. Still going to get it across the timeline. They do. They find Kendra Brunswick. Now she smartly kicks it back out.
A lot of pressure by Celina.
Schwederman nearly threw it away. For Recovery, working it well. I think they're going to have to foul. And there is a foul. Foul's going to be on Amanda Hoying. So that'll send Kendra Brunswick to the line, shooting 2.
Kendra Brunswick 4 of 6 from the line tonight.
First shot's good. Pushes it back to a 4-point lead. Coming back into the game is Mackenzie Richling. Katie Stahl taking a seat. So some offensive, defensive substitutions. So Brunswick hits the second one. No, they're going to call a lane violation on Holly Brunswick. So do not count the bucket. So it's 56-52. Do you think Kendra and Holly are going to have a little chat about that one at home?
Well, you know, very well could be, but, you know, more importantly, how critical is that 1 point going to be here in the last 37 seconds of the contest?
Well, we're about to find out as we're coming up on 30 seconds left in this contest. Mackenzie Richling nearly loses it. Now she needs some help. She gets it down low. It's going to be knocked away. Then Celina looking to put some pressure back on. It's going to be a held ball. It's going to go to Fort Recovery. Again, the lead is 4. 23 seconds left. Kenzie Richling taking a seat. Katie Stahl back into the game. She'll pressure the inbounder. Brunswick, here comes the trap. It is stolen away by Celina. Shot's going to be put up and in by Taylor Ginrich. 2-point lead. Celina working hard. Not going to be able to get the steal this time. And now a timeout. Timeout taken by Doug Bin. I'm not sure if I can agree with that call. He had numbers 3-on-1. He could have let them at least run off another 5 to 6 seconds probably before anything would have happened.
Yeah, and I think he was wanting the timeout in the backcourt when it, you know, his I don't remember which guard it was, but they were being double and triple teamed in the backcourt. I think he wanted the timeout. Roger Dorn, the official right there on that side, gave him the timeout. As you said, Todd, the pass was cross half court and had a 3-on-1 situation.
56-54. 12 seconds left on the clock here at the field house. Celina's obviously going to have to pressure the inbounds pass, and if they're not able to get the steal or the turnover, they're going to have to foul. I don't think they can choose who they want to foul here with this much time left.
That timeout, in a sense, benefits Celina more than it does Fort Recovery in the sense that now Celina can get their defense set, and in the same token, Celina able to get everything set up both defensively and offensively.
Brunswick with the basketball and almost a tie-up, but they're going to call a foul. on Taylor Ginrich. There was a lot of reaching in, going for the basketball, so I really can't argue with the call either way. But nonetheless, Kendra Brunswick will go to the line, shooting two. Two big free throws for Kendra Brunswick. First shot's up, and it's in. With this free throw, she can push it to a two-possession game. Shot is good. Celina's going to need a miracle at this point. Down 4. They get it to Hoying. She'll try to kick it across for 3 from the other side. Shot's going to be off the mark. Rebound comes down to Dilworth, and there's your buzzer. The ball game is over. The Fort Recovery Indians have won it 58-54 here at the Celina Fieldhouse. We'll take a short break and be back with a real brief Game Face Ohio post-game show. Stick around, everybody.
How amazing is fiber to the home technology from Wabash Mutual? Consider this. The current line into your house can carry about 6 phone calls at a time. A single fiber line can carry more than 2.5 million calls. Yeah, that's even more than your teenage daughter can use. Barely. Get unprecedented speed and fidelity from your internet, phone, and TV, plus one affordable bundled bill at the end of each month. Want fiber to your home? Just call Wabash Mutual to your home. Visit wabash.com.
We're your sales staff here at Greevy Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Van Wert. We're kicking off great deals this football season on new Chrysler, Dodges, and Jeeps, and we urge you to come by and check out our playbook.
If you're considering a new vehicle, your timing couldn't be better. Greevy's is offering some of the best deals around on new Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge vehicles.
Check out our selection of the hottest products in the country. Stop in and score big now at Greevy Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, of Van Wert. At Greevy's, our reputation means a great deal.
Welcome back to the Celina Fieldhouse, where we just witnessed the Fort Recovery Indians notch another victory with a 58-54 final over the Celina Bulldogs. Doing a quick look back at the scoring by quarters, Fort Recovery jumped out to the 17-12 lead after one. They outscored Celina again in the second quarter, 19-12, to take that 36-24 halftime lead. But in the second half, the Celina Bulldogs fought back. They won both of those quarters, 11-9 in the third. Made it a 10-point game going into the fourth quarter. Celina putting up a furious rally in the final period, scoring 19 to Fort Recovery's 13. That gave us our final 58-54. I really have to give a lot of credit to the Celina Bulldogs. They could have folded after that first half, but instead they really fought hard all the way through the second half.
And credit Coach Stetler and his girls. You know, they made some good key adjustments at halftime to be able to fight back and get themselves back into it. They, limited their turnovers there in the second half, able to get some better execution of the offensive end. But overall, the intensity and the aggressiveness from which Celina played in the second half certainly proved to be key.
Well, of course, let's also give a lot of credit to the Fort Recovery Indians. How about that? They played a great game here at the Celina Fieldhouse.
They come in, with the record they had at 16-2, and certainly they had to prove, that they were deserving of that record, and they found a way to win. Had to handle a little bit of adversity there in the second half. Had to run of a couple turnovers there, and found a way to get the job done and found a way to get the win.
And how about a quick rundown of some of our leading scorers and key stats?
As far as team stats go, a key stat for both teams, Celina had 25 turnovers, Fort Recovery's 18. Rebounds were even apiece at 19 apiece, total team rebounds. As far as individual scoring, for Fort Recovery, Olivia 10 would finish with 6, Olivia Schwienerman with 12, Holly Brunswick with 4, Nicole Dilworth with 6, Kendra Brunswick with 12, Kylie Collig 5, Abby Hulskamp 1, and Kelly Neatfeld, finished with 10. For Celina, Kylie Bader finished with 7, Lexi Mills with 2, Mackenzie Richling with 1, Amanda Hoying with 7, Liz Carr with 9, Mackenzie Welker with 4, Christine Toby 3, Taylor Ginrich 5, Elizabeth Laffin 10 big points off the bench in the second half, and Beth Homan finished with 6 as well to round out the scoring for the Celina Bulldogs.
Well, with the victory, the Fort Recovery Indians improved to 17-2 on the season. They'll play Thursday for their final regular season game against Delphos St. John's. That'll be at Fort Recovery. And then they'll move on to tournament where they will await the winner of Parkway and Fairview. They'll play on Saturday, February 26th at Van Wert High School. Celina falls to 10-9 on the season. They'll wrap up their regular season Thursday against Lima Bath. That's also here at the Celina Fieldhouse. And then they'll start tournament play on February 23rd versus Wapakoneta. And that game, once again, will be here at GameFaceOhio.com as well as on Wabash Channel 70. And once again, want to pass on some best wishes for the Steve and Katie Eichler family. Wish them all the best as they try to recover from their devastating tragedy here this week with the fire. Anybody in the Celina and surrounding communities that can help them out, we really implore you to do so in their time of need. So on behalf of my broadcast partner, James Smith, and our entire production crew here at the Celina Fieldhouse, I want to thank you for watching as the Fort Recovery Indians notch another victory, 58-54 over the Celina Bulldogs. Have a good night.